few of you may have noticed a few weeks back that the name of my YouTube channel is no longer Stuntman Eric and is now the Constitutional Craftsman. I kind of want to tell you guys why that change has happened, and first of all, I'll tell you why the name Stuntman Eric was put up for the channel. When I was probably 11 or 12, I would ride my old Haro BMX all across town. It was an 80s freestyle bike with white mag wheels and the laid back seat post, and that was not what was cool when I was a kid. But for some reason, I've always been attracted to yesteryear. I've always liked looking for old antiques. See my wall of speakers or my 80s boom boxes behind me. I like the old stuff. So I got picked on for having this bike when everybody else had your Dan's Comp custom built, like $1,000 trick bike down at the skate park. And well, one day I got talked into riding my Haro as fast as I could off of one of the biggest ramps to see if I could jump the gap on it. And everybody in the skate park stopped what they were doing and gravitated around that area to watch me do it, because it was a stupid jackass style stunt. But so I guess in that moment I had more balls than brains, and they talked me into it by saying, "You're Stuntman Eric, and to be Stuntman Eric you have to do your own stunts." I succumbed to the peer pressure, rode as fast as I could towards that ramp from a parking lot away, and I hit it and cleared the ramp by the length of the landing, so 1/3 further than it, and I cracked both of the rims on the bike. I was still rideable, but I cracked them, and everybody was cheering, and you know, they all thought it was hilarious. And since then I've been doing my own stunts. Now, as for the name, the Constitutional Craftsman, that comes from last year when I took this book here, turned it into a hardcover, glued some pages together, put a battery, and dismantled a hidden camera that I got off Amazon for like 25 bucks, and put the camera behind the star here. You can see it in the reflection. And then as well as put the microphone back here so you get some audio too. I gave it to my son after he started having issues with a special education teacher that was an assistant to a math class. And I believe the reason why this educator took a liking to my son is because he was colluding with the vice principal in my October nightmare as a parent, where my son was in a minor lunchroom scuffle with no injury or property damage. Then he was interrogated for 2 hours by vice principal to try and enforce a confession, to force him into crying, physically crying out a confession. Watch my video on the read technique for educators about that. And after that, I demanded to see the surveillance footage that he told my fiance we weren't allowed to see because FERPA rights. Well, it took them 4 days for us to see it, and it's because it took them 4 days to forge it. So that's as far into that as I want to go. Well, all right, I'll give you guys a sneak peek, a little bit of an update. I'm going to make a video on this, but new superintendent has decided to allow me to have the footage analyzed by a forensic data professional at the cost of $2,350 out of my pocket. Money well spent. First I wanted to see that video, and well, it wasn't the same video. It was still fake. But stay tuned for that. That's being analyzed right now. So this isn't the only way, but it's a very important way. In Wisconsin, statewide, they say that educators must take away students' phones in schools. Huge problem with that, because in an emergency, your kid needs to contact you. I don't care if it's in a little wallet on the door or something like that. My kid goes to the restroom and there's an emergency. I don't want them stranded in the hallway without being able to contact me. You have a right, and you have to flex it if you suspect wrongdoing is going on. You don't have to go through all the hassle that I did with that. You can just go on Amazon and look up things with cameras in them that don't look like they would have a camera in them. There's a bunch of them, and I do plan on reviewing them. I've purchased all of them, multiples, and they're all over in this family, proudly, because in Wisconsin, one-party consent to record. That's with anybody. With anybody, if you are a party to the conversation, you can record it lawfully. As well as the Supreme Court upholds the right to record publicly paid individuals in the course of their duty. So no policy can stop that. They drafted one in the honor of that video. I'm flattered still. I had to go through a lot of other research that I want to teach you guys. That's basic public records requests, looking into your educators' certifications, and educating your students on their rights in general, and how to thwart a bad educator's misdeeds. So thanks for hanging in with me through the name change. I hope to deliver a lot more content, and please like and share this video with anybody at all that you're having an issue in a public school, especially here in Wisconsin. If there's something you'd like me to bring up, I'd happily do a topic, do another video just on that topic. I do this all for fun and all for you guys. Lastly, be your child's loudest advocate, because most times you're their only advocate. God bless you.